You were born in Athlone, right?
No.
Were you not?
Oh,
you were born in Bray. Where were you born?
I was not.
Okay, well, tell me where you
Where
were.
on earth did you get that idea?
Where were you born?
I was born in Dublin.
Oh, okay, in the hospital, but your family was living. Where was your family living? Not in Dublin.
Dublin.
Were they?
Yes. We lived in a place called Ganley Place in Athlone, not far from where the police station was at the time. And Betty was born there. It was that was a tiny house. And it was in, you've never been there. No, I guess not.
Is it still there?
Yes, it is. It's a little changed now, but it was in a laneway leading down to the church. Church was at the bottom of the laneway, and we used to play in the churchyard, on the gravestones. You know, great fun. We used to go across the bogs for picnics. There were a few people along the row that we knew, the Keatings and the Mulveys, and we used to all pack up lunches and walk across the bogs to the river, and then Daddy would come up in the police boat and or the guard the boat and pick us up in the evening time. I can remember my mother pushing a pram with Billy in it, and the rest of us tagging along and going out into the byways and highways. Well, there was a 1 mile walk and a 2 mile walk, and she used to bring a bag and pick up peat moss. Not peat moss, leaf mould in the lanes. You could just pick it up and bring it home for the garden.
Oh, you put it in the
garden. You put it in your garden. You had to have a lovely garden. So, yeah. So those are kind of memories that I have way back when.
Didn't your dad win the Irish sweepstakes?
Oh, when they were in Athlone, yes. The barracks. They always bought, I don't know how many tickets they bought from the Irish sweepstake, and one of the tickets won, so they divided the whole lot. You know, they all got some of it, and of course Uncle Joe right away made sure that Daddy didn't spend it all. he would have given it all away. He was very. He liked to help people, and if you had a sob story, Daddy was your man. Actually, when we were in Athlone, a couple of ladies started up a private school. This is the time that we won the sweepstake. We won the sweepstake. The Miss Webster and Miss Richardson, and they started this school up, and Betty and I both went there, and that's the little bit of Latin and French and whatever that I learned that's where I learned it. what I can remember of it. Yes, for a very little while, a couple of years maybe. I wasn't in that school in Longford very long before I don't know who decided that I should go in for nursing.
You didn't decide?
I don't remember. I think probably somebody broached the subject and said, "Wouldn't you like to be a nurse?" Actually, at that time, you were either a teacher, a nurse, or a typist. Secretary. Anyway, Betty and I used to, if we had a weekend off or a day off actually, we would go and visit the relations all the way around Dublin and get a meal. And Uncle Joe would give me half a crown, give both of us half a crown. which was
I think so.
2
Out of your
6
lottery
months. Yeah, yes. But you always got a meal, which was nice.
Yeah.
And it was better than the hospital food. The hospital food, oh my goodness. We used to have on Fridays for breakfast kippers. And you could smell them all the way up. You knew what was coming. But if you're hungry, you'll eat anything.
Well, when did you meet Dad first?
Oh, Molly McCreary's wedding. He and Molly and Reggie, they all went to the same school, the national school. They all went there, and they all were in the dramatic society, and they did things together. And but I had never met Terry until the wedding, and then we got along very well, and that was the beginning of the end for that. So.
What did he visit you afterwards then?
Oh well, he used to. Well, I was still in training,
Yeah.
And
But he was in the army by.
He was out. He was out. He was demobbed. I stayed on at the Adelaide. I wasn't in training. I was a black belt. I don't know how much money I got, but I was a nurse there for a short while. And Terry we used to go out together and go to the pictures and stuff. When we got married, we moved out to Reedsdale and started a family.